All right, so get this. Someone sent us this document. It's called like How to Make Money with Artificial Intelligence. And they want to know like what are the key takeaways without having to read the whole thing.
Yeah, sounds pretty dense.
It is. It is.
A lot of people are curious about AI and how it can, make them some money.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're diving into today.
It's a big topic.
Huge.
And this document seems to cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, it starts with like the basics, defining what AI actually is.
Right, because there's still some confusion out there.
Definitely.
People hear AI and think like robots taking over the world or something.
Totally. But it's much more than that. So the document says that AI is basically computer systems that can do things that normally require human intelligence.
Like learning.
Yeah, problem solving, making decisions.
Even things like creativity to some extent.
Right, it's pretty mind-blowing. And you see it everywhere now. I mean, self-driving cars, virtual assistants.
Like Siri, Alexa.
Exactly.
Even just those personalized recommendations you get on Netflix or Spotify.
Yeah, it's crazy how AI is already woven into our lives.
And it's only going to get more integrated.
Which is kind of exciting and scary at the same time.
Definitely.
But this document, it doesn't just define AI. It goes deeper, talking about different forms of AI.
Right, like you've got those AI systems that are designed for very specific tasks.
Like Siri, for example.
Exactly, that's what they call narrow AI.
Okay, narrow AI, got it.
And then there's this idea of general AI, which is more theoretical. It's like AI that can perform any intellectual task that a human being can.
Wow, that's some next level stuff.
Yeah, still pretty far off though.
But the document also mentions robotics and expert systems.
Right, those are more established forms of AI.
So it's really a diverse field.
Hugely diverse.
Okay, so we've got different forms of AI. But how does it actually work? What makes all this AI magic happen?
Well, the document dives into some key concepts like machine learning.
I've heard that term thrown around a lot.
It's basically where computers learn from data without being explicitly programmed.
So they kind of figure things out on their own.
In a way, yeah. They analyze patterns in the data and use that to make predictions or decisions.
That's pretty wild.
Then you've got neural networks.
Neural networks.
They're inspired by the structure of the human brain. These networks can process information in a way that's similar to how our brains do.
So it's like giving computers a brain of their own.
Sort of, yeah, a very simplified version.
What about deep learning? I hear that one a lot too.
Deep learning is a type of machine learning that uses these neural networks to extract deeper insights from massive data sets.
Okay, so it's like taking machine learning to the next level.
Exactly.
All this stuff is pretty complex.
It is, but it's also fascinating.
And it's clearly having a huge impact on the world.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Okay, so we've got a basic understanding of what AI is and how it works. But let's get to the real question. How do we actually make money with this stuff?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Exactly.
Well, the document talks about the need to understand the AI market landscape.
Like, what industries are being disrupted by AI? Where's the growth happening?
Right. It points to healthcare as a big one.
Makes sense. There's so much data in healthcare.
Tons of it. And AI can help analyze that data to improve diagnoses, treatments, even drug discovery.
That's pretty incredible.
Then there's finance. AI is already being used for fraud detection, risk management.
Algorithmic trading too, right?
Yep, that's a big one. And then you've got retail.
Use those personalized recommendations we talked about.
Exactly. AI is changing how retailers understand their customers and how they market their products.
And then there's manufacturing and transportation. Those are huge industries.
They are. AI is being used to optimize production processes, improve logistics, even make transportation safer and more efficient.
So these industries are already seeing massive shifts thanks to AI.
Definitely.
And that's only going to accelerate in the coming years.
Absolutely.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about those areas that haven't been completely taken over by AI yet? Those niche markets where there's still room for innovation?
That's a great question.
Like, what about those areas that are being underserved by AI right now?
That's where the real opportunity lies, especially if you're looking to carve out your own space in the AI world.
Okay, so like what kind of areas are we talking about?
Well, the document gives some examples, like precision agriculture.
Precision agriculture.
Yeah, using AI to optimize farming practices.
Interesting. So like helping farmers make better decisions about planting, irrigation.
Exactly, using data and AI to increase yields and reduce waste.
That's pretty cool.
And then there's legal tech.
Legal tech.
Using AI to assist with things like legal research, document review.
So like automating those tedious tasks that lawyers hate?
Exactly.
That could save a lot of time and money.
It could, and it's already happening.
These are really interesting examples.
And there are countless others out there.
So it's all about finding those areas where a problem meets an AI solution.
Precisely.
But even with the coolest tech, it all boils down to profitability, right?
Yeah.
You can have the most amazing AI-powered product in the world. But if you can't make money from it, it's not going to be a sustainable business.
Exactly. The document stresses the importance of evaluating the potential profitability of any AI venture.
So like understanding the market size,
Right.
doing a cost-benefit analysis,
Absolutely.
figuring out your unique competitive advantage.
All crucial steps.
It's not just about building cool tech. It's about building a sustainable business.
That's the key.
Okay, let's say I'm all in on this AI money-making idea. What skills do I need to even play in this AI sandbox?
Well, the document gets pretty specific about that.
Lay it on me.
Programming languages like Python are essential.
Python, okay.
You also need knowledge of machine learning algorithms.
Sounds intimidating.
It can be, but there are tons of resources out there to help you learn.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
You also need to know how to handle and analyze data.
Data is everything these days.
It is, and AI is all about data.
And what about those AI frameworks?
Right, you'll need some familiarity with those. Things like TensorFlow, PyTorch.
Okay, so I've got a lot to learn.
You do, but the good news is that there are more resources than ever before.
So where do I even start?
Well, there are tons of online courses, boot camps.
Even university programs, I imagine.
Right, you can find something for every level and learning style. The document even mentions a wealth of free resources and supportive communities online.
That's also, it's like learning any new skill, right? Start with the basics, find good resources, and be consistent.
Exactly.
But once you've got those skills, how do you prove to the world that you're an AI rock star?
The document talks about building a personal AI portfolio.
Like an AI resume.
Exactly, something that showcases your skills and experience.
So what kind of things should go in this portfolio?
You can showcase your projects on platforms like GitHub.
GitHub, okay.
Highlight your achievements, maybe contribute to open source projects.
So it's not just about learning the theory. It's about applying those skills, building tangible projects, proving that you can walk the walk.
That's what potential clients or employers want to see.
Okay, so you've got the skills, you've got a killer portfolio. Now, how do you actually turn this AI magic into cold, hard cash?
Well, that's where the document gets down to the nitty-gritty of creating AI-driven products and services, and that's a topic for another time.
We've covered so much ground already, I need a break to process it all. But it's clear that AI is no longer just a futuristic buzzword. It's a real force driving real business opportunities.
Absolutely, and we're just scratching the surface.
We'll dive deeper into those money-making strategies after the break. So stay tuned. Okay, so back to the money-making part. How do we actually turn these AI skills into profits?
Well, the document suggests a few different approaches.
All right, all ears.
One way is to create and sell AI-powered products or services.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that could be like developing a software application.
Okay, like an app that uses AI to do something cool.
Exactly, or it could be building a custom AI model for a specific client.
So like a business comes to you and says, hey, we need AI to help us with this problem.
Right, and you create a tailored solution for them.
That sounds pretty lucrative.
It can be, especially if you have a niche expertise.
So there's a path for both the tech-savvy builders and the more strategic consultants.
Exactly.
It's like a whole AI ecosystem's emerging.
It is, with different roles to play.
And the document doesn't stop there. It also talks about leveraging existing AI platforms and tools.
Right, that's a great option if you're not quite ready to build everything from scratch.
Yeah, that sounds a lot less intimidating.
It is, and it can be a great way to get started quickly.
So like what kind of platforms are we talking about?
Well, the document mentions TensorFlow Hub, PyTorch Hub.
Those sound familiar.
We talked about them earlier as learning resources.
Right.
But they're also platforms for accessing and using pre-built AI models and libraries.
So I could be learning about AI in the morning and using those same tools to build a business in the afternoon.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
It is. It's like having a head start in the AI race.
So instead of reinventing the wheel, I can use these pre-built models as a foundation.
Exactly, and focus on solving specific problems.
Delivering value to my customers.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. But what if I have an idea that's truly groundbreaking? Something that could disrupt an entire industry?
That's where building an AI startup comes into play.
Okay, now we're talking.
The document dedicates a whole section to this.
But
It acknowledges that it's a more demanding path.
I can imagine.
requiring a different level of commitment and resources.
But the potential rewards are huge, right?
It can be massive.
Not just financially, but in terms of the impact you can have.
Exactly. It's about creating something that could change the world.
Okay, I'm sold. What does the document say about actually launching an AI startup? Where do you even begin?
Well, it all starts with defining your value proposition.
Okay, like what problem are you solving?
Right. Who are your target customers?
What makes your AI solution unique and compelling?
Those are the fundamental questions.
It's like laying the foundation for a skyscraper. You need a solid base to support everything that comes after.
Exactly.
But what about the practicalities of building and running a company? That's a whole other beast.
It is, and the document doesn't shy away from that.
Good.
It talks about developing a solid business plan,
Okay, that's crucial.
securing funding,
Money makes the world go round.
building a strong team,
You need the right people.
and of course, effectively marketing and selling your AI solution.
Getting the word out there.
It's a lot to juggle,
I can imagine.
but that's the nature of entrepreneurship.
Especially in a field as dynamic as AI.
Absolutely.
It sounds like launching an AI startup is an incredible journey, full of challenges and rewards.
It is, no doubt about it.
But let's be real. It's not all sunshine and rainbows.
True.
What about the potential downsides?
Right, the risks involved.
The ethical concerns.
The document acknowledges those as well,
Good.
because AI is powerful.
And with great power comes great responsibility.
Right. Exactly. We need to be mindful of the potential negative consequences.
Like what kind of consequences?
Well, for instance, there's the issue of bias in algorithms.
Okay, yeah, I've heard about that.
If those algorithms are trained on biased data, they can perpetuate existing societal inequalities.
That's a serious problem.
It is, and it's something that needs to be addressed.
So we need to make sure that AI is developed and used ethically.
Absolutely. That's crucial.
What other potential downsides are there?
Well, there's the question of job displacement.
Right, as AI automates tasks previously done by humans,
It's a valid concern.
what can we do about that?
Well, the document talks about retraining and upskilling initiatives.
Helping people adapt to the changing job market.
Exactly.
So it's not just about building cool tech, it's about building a better future for everyone.
Right. It's about using AI for good.
I like that. What about the legal side of things?
The document also touches on that.
Because there are laws and regulations around AI, right?
There are, and they're constantly evolving.
So what do we need to be aware of?
Well, there are data privacy laws, intellectual property rights,
Okay, that makes sense.
and various regulations that AI developers and companies need to comply with.
It's like building a house. You need to follow the building codes to make sure it's safe and structurally sound.
Exactly. You need to operate responsibly within the legal framework.
Okay, so we've got the ethical considerations, the legal aspects, but what about the technology itself? What's next for AI? What trends should we be paying attention to?
The document actually offers a glimpse into the future of AI.
Okay, I'm curious.
It highlights several emerging trends.
Great, Ani.
One is the growing role of AI in healthcare.
I've been hearing a lot about that.
It's a hot area.
It seems like AI could revolutionize healthcare.
It has that potential, from accelerating drug discovery to enabling more personalized treatments.
And even preventing diseases before they even occur.
Exactly. The possibilities are incredible.
What other trends are on the horizon?
Well, the document predicts a surge in autonomous vehicles.
Self-driving cars, I imagine.
Right, but also delivery robots, autonomous drones.
It's like something out of a science fiction movie.
But it's becoming our reality.
What other industries are going to be disrupted by AI?
Well, finance is a big one.
AI is already being used in finance, right?
It is, but its role is going to expand even further. Think personalized banking, AI-driven investment strategies.
And even the integration of AI with blockchain technology.
That's a powerful combination.
It sounds like it. Any other predictions?
The document also highlights the impact of AI on energy and sustainability.
So using AI to optimize energy consumption,
Right, managing renewable energy sources.
developing more sustainable practices.
Exactly.
And what about those personalized experiences we talked about earlier?
AI is going to play a huge role in creating even more personalized experiences.
So, like, even better recommendations from Netflix and Amazon?
That's just the beginning. Imagine a world where your learning is tailored to your unique style.
My healthcare is precisely targeted to my needs.
Your shopping experiences are curated to your tastes.
It sounds amazing, but also a little bit creepy.
It's true, there are ethical considerations.
Like, is AI gonna know us better than we know ourselves?
It's a valid question.
But the potential benefits are huge.
They are if we use AI responsibly.
So it's a double-edged sword.
In a way, yes.
But one thing's for sure, AI is here to stay.
Absolutely.
And it's going to continue to transform our world in profound ways.
No doubt about it.
This document has been incredibly insightful.
It's a valuable roadmap for navigating the AI landscape.
I'm feeling inspired.
That's great to hear. But let's not get too carried away with all the possibilities. Let's get back to the practical side of things.
Okay, back down to earth.
How can people actually turn these AI trends and advancements into cold, hard cash?
That's the million-dollar question.
And the document offers some concrete answers.
Well, let's hear them.
Let's dive into those specific approaches to monetizing AI.
All right, I'm ready. Okay, lay it on me. How do we turn these AI trends into actual profits?
Well, the document suggests you could create and sell AI-powered products.
Yep.
Or services, you know.
Okay, so like building an app or something.
Yeah, like a software application that uses AI to solve a specific problem.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe even building a custom AI model for a client.
Okay, and what if I'm not a coder, but more of a strategist?
Well, there's a huge demand for AI consultants right now.
Consultants.
Yeah, businesses need help figuring out how to implement AI effectively.
So like guiding them through the process.
Exactly, from identifying opportunities to choosing the right tools.
Yeah.
And measuring the impact.
Okay, that makes sense. But what if I'm not ready to build something from scratch?
Well, you could leverage existing AI platforms and tools, you know.
We talked about those before, right?
Yeah, like TensorFlow Hub, PyTorch Hub.
And those GPT models from OpenAI.
Exactly. Those platforms offer pre-built models and libraries.
So you can build AI-powered applications without starting from zero.
Right, it's like having a head start.
Okay, that sounds a lot more manageable. But what about those who want to go big, like start their own AI company?
The document talks about that too, building an AI startup.
Okay, that's exciting stuff.
It is, but it's also more demanding, of course.
I can imagine.
But the rewards can be huge.
Not just financially, but in terms of the impact you can make.
Exactly.
So where do you even begin with an AI startup?
Well, you need a clear value proposition. Like, what problem are you solving?
Who are you targeting?
And what makes your AI solution unique?
Okay, so a solid idea is crucial.
Absolutely, and then you need to validate that idea.
Talk to potential customers, get feedback.
Exactly, and build a strong team.
You need the right people.
People who are passionate about your vision.
So it's not just about the tech.
It's about the people, too.
This has been an incredible deep dive into the world of AI.
And its money-making potential.
We've covered so much ground, from understanding the basics to exploring different business models, even peeking into the future of AI.
And it all comes back to that document you shared. It's a great resource for anyone who wants to get involved in this space.
I'm feeling inspired.
Me too. The possibilities with AI are truly limitless.
Well, that's a wrap for this deep dive. Thanks to everyone for listening. We'll be back next time with another fascinating topic. Until then, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep pushing the boundaries.